All right, what is up, my friends? Joshua Smith here. I am one of the co-owners here at Perfect Storm, as well as a real estate agent, top team leader out in Phoenix, Arizona. And what I want to share with you guys here is a demo of Perfect Storm, what it is that we do, how we operate, what our features are, the ins and outs of our system, and how you can create success in your real estate business with our system. So you're going to see two different demos here. This first demo here is going to be of the front end website. So we have two options for real estate agents. So we have a front end website, which is what I'm going to show you first here. This option is for any real estate agents that already have a database, already have a CRM system that you're really happy with, that you want to continue utilizing. So for example, maybe you've been a realtor for 15 years, you've used Top Producer for a long time as your back end CRM database system inside your business. You love it, you're happy with it, you've got a lot of data in there, you don't want to make a transfer or switch to our CRM database. Totally cool, right? We've created this for just that reason, where we wanted to create the best of both worlds, if you will, for any of our clients. So you have the ability to just utilize the front end website, so you can go out there and brand yourself, go out there and have an effective branding website that's great for blogging, testimonials, but that's also extremely effective for lead generation, and then we can port those leads into your database CRM that you have. We also have a second option, which is our front end website combined with our database CRM. So it's a complete system, right? So you have the front end backed with a complete database CRM system, and that's for somebody that real estate agent that doesn't have a database, or maybe they're just unhappy with your database and you're just looking for a different option. So I'm going to walk you through and show you both of these. All right, so the first thing that we're on right here is this is the front page of my website. So there's a lot of different options. I'm going to show you some different samples here. And again, this is going to be an in-depth demo here, because I want to make sure I'm showing you all the features. I mean, it's so critical, you guys, inside a real estate business to have a very effective online presence, right? So you want an effective website that, again, goes out there and brands you, lets your clientele, because your clientele is going to be, or your potential clientele is going to be doing due diligence on you before they call you, usually before they meet you. So we want to have a great website that allows that to happen. Allow them to do the research on you, learn more about you, see testimonials, all of that stuff, but also allow buyers to search via an IDX that's very effective for forced registrations, very effective for lead generation, also seller lead generation, market evaluation pages, all of that, right? So we need to have a very effective website out there today. So there's a lot of different options that you can choose from, and I'm going to show you a bunch of options. This is my personal website here that I utilize in my real estate business. And again, we'll show you all these different options and what this looks like. Now, I don't want you to stress out if you're not a techie person. One thing that we really pride ourselves on and that we're very adamant about is providing world-class customer service to all of our clients. So this is stuff that we can take care of for you, that we can update for you. We build out your website for you, but we do give you the ability, which I'll show you here shortly, we do give you the ability to make a lot of adjustments and a lot of changes on your own as well. So this is the front end of my website. So when you first come on, this is the landing page. So if you go to soldbyjoshua.com, this is where you land. So again, I like to keep my websites very clean, very basic, give people what I know that they want. I know today and the year that we're in, buyers want homes, sellers want home valuations. I also know what's really popular inside my area. So one thing with our website is we give you the ability to really have as many home cards as you want on your page, and these can link to whatever you want. So like, for example, here in Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona, in the summertime, it gets 100 plus degrees outside. Everybody wants swimming pools out there. They're very, very popular. People out here want swimming pools. So I've got an area right here where people land on our page. They can click right away instantaneously and see all homes listed in our county that have swimming pools. So how do we go out there and effectively generate leads? Is maybe somebody's clicking on this and they're like, oh, hey, this house looks really interesting. I want to learn more about this property. Second, they click on here. Boom, they're prompted to opt in and register as a lead. So we're giving them what they want. Hey, here's all the photos, here's the information, here's your monthly mortgage payment, like here's everything that you want. Now you've got to give us what we want in order for us to give you all the access to this information. We also allow you to adjust this. So like for me on my website, I found by far the most effective way for me to go out there and lead generate the highest level is one property click. This first property they click on, they're forced to register to continue. Now we allow it where you can allow them to look at multiple properties before they're forced to register. You can allow where they can click 2 times, 5 times, whatever you want. We also give you the ability to customize this stuff. Because some people are like, that's just a little too aggressive, Josh. The second they get on your website, they have to opt in. That's just more aggressive than I want to be in my style or in my area. So we give you those different abilities, right? So here's my front end site here. Again, I want to keep it very clean, very basic. We have our menu buttons up here. We give you the opportunity, which I'll show you here shortly, to add as many menu buttons as you want. You can point these wherever you want to take them. And again, I don't want you guys to stress. We're going to build this out for you. This is one thing that we're really big and really adamant on. We turn around our websites pretty quick. Usually takes only a few business days. And we get them to you. We deliver to you an effective, ready-to-go website. Like I said, though, we do give you the ability to make changes as you may want to make some changes here. So you can have infinite menu drop-down boxes if you want to. You can add your vendors, lender partners, testimonials, blogs, community pages, all of that stuff, right? So we also have a basic search. So we have a built-in IDX to the system, and this is critical. We know right now today that buyers want homes. That's exactly what they want, right? Sellers want home valuations, buyers want homes. So this is linked with the IDX. So it's pulling in every single day. It pulls in all the new listings, updates all the new listings on a daily basis to make sure that this is always accurate. Buyers are able to see what realtors are seeing and then go out there and search these. And again, it allows you to go out there and effectively lead generate. So we've got a basic search. We have advanced searches where buyers can come in here and search. Let's say they want to search for closures or specific, very specific properties, specific areas, specific any specific criteria. Maybe they're just looking for HUD-owned properties or properties in XYZ school district or whatever that may be. Our sales page here. So this is actually our home valuation page. So if somebody's interested in getting an in-depth, detailed home valuation on their property, they're able to do that. Of course, all of our contact pages. So this is how I have mine set up. And again, I'll show you a lot of different options there. Let's go to one of our other clients here who's definitely got his set up. He's got a lot more features on his site than I do mine. So this is one of our clients, Brian's website. So you can see here he's got a lot of different home cards that he's added here as well. We can click here. You can click here to download his app. Now, Perfect Storm, we do not have an app, but he has his own app. And on these home cards here, you can point them to wherever you want to go. Like maybe you want to have a home card here. And of course, we show you and teach you and train you guys step by step on how to create these, what to do, how to do them, all that fun stuff. But maybe you want to have a home card that takes them right to your lender's page. So they can get pre-qualified for a loan, right? Or you want to have a page where they can check out all the local schools and the school ratings or whatever's popular in your area. You know what that looks like. You've got to go, of course, all your popular cities that you can add down here. Now up here, let me just show you some of the differences because you can obviously see his colors are different, themes different, pictures are different. It doesn't even really look like the same website, right? Up here, we've got his home. He has selected to put all of his search different buttons here, a basic search, advanced search, map search, all right here. Now on his About You, he's got like an About Me page. Hey, why should you hire Brian? Right? He's got client testimonials on here. And with your testimonials and all your blogs, you can do you can embed pictures, you can embed videos, you can do text, whatever you want to do. And you can do a combination of all of it. Again, downloading his app, see his listings, the sales page. So he's got different things that you can, different reports that you can download here, as well as opting in for to actually request a market evaluation report. He's got communities, so you can create community pages. So if you want to come in here and if you have popular communities or popular subdivisions in your area and you want to create separate pages for just those, partners. You can sit here and put in your lender partners as he has in here. You can go right to his lender's website. Whoever you want to put in here, you're able to do that. He also, it looks like, is well selling property in Denver, Colorado, sells some property down in Costa Rica. Of course, he's got his blog feature here that he's been adding. So this is just another example of one of our clients' websites. So here's another sample. So this is actually a Remax team out of Nashville. That is a client of ours as well. So you can see his here, just to give you an idea of some of the different stuff here. We can link it right to your Facebook page, have your live Facebook manager coming in. He's actually got it set up here where his client testimonials are swiping through right on the home page, which we can do. Again, we've got your search bar, sell, his listings, his blog up here, his about, partners, all of that stuff. Then here, and just to show you some more of end-up blogs, this is one of our clients as well, Arnie, who does a really great job with this blog, keeps it updated. You can see he's doing a blog about every week and a half. But again, we have a lot of different options here where you can make them video-based, embed photos. So if you go onto his here, home prices on the rise, for the first time since 2009, of course, in his marketplace. He's embedded graphs, videos, lots of different things that you can do there. And I'm a big believer, you guys, in embedding YouTube videos into your site. Google's the #1 search engine on the planet. YouTube is #2. Obviously, YouTube is owned by Google, so when you embed those videos onto your site, it's the quickest way, in my experience, to go out there and get now SEO, driving organic traffic to your website. So lots of different options that you're able to do on your website here. And again, where the effectiveness of the site comes, because you can have a great website, but if we don't know how to drive traffic to your website, you're not going to have the success that you want. So we spend so much time with you guys teaching you and training you. We have hours of live training and coaching every single month. Where I do every other week, I'm doing all my live ads with you guys. We spend hours every single month teaching you and training you how to go out there and effectively lead generate, and also not just lead generate, but then also how to effectively turn those leads that you get in your system into clients. Okay, so let me show you what the settings page looks like. So this is obviously the front end of your website. Now, if you have the CRM database combo, all this is the same, right? So this is the front end of your website. The difference would be is if you're going to use the CRM or not. So then when I come in here, when I log into my website, this is what you're going to see from the front end here. So you've got a help area here, or if you click on this, we've got lots of different training that we have in here, your support tickets, frequently asked questions. So this is all of our pre-recorded training. Like I said, also we have our own private mastermind group. We have daily access to myself, our developers as well, and our Perfect Storm team, and then we have hours of live training, new updated training every single month here inside the system. So we've got that available there. Now, if we were to log into here, into your website settings, I just want to walk you guys through. So we have a couple different themes that you can choose from. So you can see how these just look different, right? So his site obviously looks different than mine, his different colors, different themes. If you go to his basic search here, it's going to be, he's got theme 2 on his, which is a different theme than I have on mine. You can just see the difference. You know, he's got a search bar over here to the side. And what we found with these themes, you guys, is we've split tested so many different themes, so many different styles here, and we've just really narrowed it down to what gets the best results, from color schemes to the information that we provide, like what is getting the best results. And that's how we boil it down to these 2 themes, because one thing that we specialize in is lead generation, right? So we're very almost unheard of high conversion rates for a website. So you can choose all your different colors here for your backgrounds. Then from here, let's go into your different pages. So start off with your home page. So this is when you log into my website. I've chosen the color, I've chosen the theme. Here's where I can add all of these different home cards. So for example, I just add this picture. We show you how to do this. You can put it to any URL that you want. Again, we show you how to do all of this stuff. You know, if you want 6 of these, you can have 6. If you want 3 like me, you can have you can have none. It's totally up to you. This is where you can change your front end picture. So like, for example, here, I've got this picture, right? So this is just a picture of, property here in Arizona that is kind of popular style of Arizona, but you can switch this to whatever you want with this. And again, we help you, we walk you through this. We can even do it for you if you just want to send us your photos. Like I said, we really try to go above and beyond with our customer support for you. We can update any of your content that you want on your front page. You can add testimonials, text testimonials, video testimonials, combination of both. If you want to add SEO keywords, and again, embedding video becomes so massive for that SEO. So this is your homepage. And we'll just kind of go through each of these. Then company info. So for example, in Arizona, I have to, when I go to my site here, I have to have the broker logo on the front page where it's prominent. So you can see right here my home group, that's not my team name. This is the brokerage that I hang my license at. My team is Revisto Real Estate Group. But this has to be prominent on the first page when they log in. So we have that here. Now in your area, you may not have to have that. Maybe you can have these swapped, or maybe you don't even have to have your brokerage information be buried, down here at the bottom. Totally cool. We can move these things around, brand you, brand your company, whatever you got to do to be compliant. So I've got my team logo, or you could have your picture branding you, your team, your whatever this may be. We've got your brokerage logo, a favicon here. I know this is kind of a funky word, at least it was for me when I first heard it. So this is actually what you will see in the window pop-ups, the tabs at the top. So if I actually pull this down here, like you can see here on mine, it's a picture of me. Right? Compared to just being a house like we see so many of these others, or just something that's blank. That is actually a picture of me, so it just kind of makes it stand out on that tab. Definitely don't have to have anything there, but if you chose to, you can put that there. All of your general information, your social media links. Maybe you want everything being fed from your Facebook group, which I had showed you. Let's see here. On several of these, let me actually go back to his homepage. So like right here, this is pulling in their actual business Facebook group. Same on this one here is pulling in their personal business Facebook group. So you can have it where we're pulling in your social media content there as well. If you have anything that's compliance that you need, for example, for in the state of Arizona, I have to have this equal housing opportunity logo on my website. So if you have different things that you need to have for compliance, we're able to put those in here. Lots of different things that you guys can do to customize this. Okay, so then let's go to lead capture, because this is where this stuff starts to get really good, right? So all the other stuff is cosmetic stuff that it's important. Don't get me wrong. The about you pages and branding yourself and have a clean looking website, especially in the year that we're in, it's just expected by the consumer. But here's where we really start differentiating ourselves from everybody else is our effective lead generation. You just have to know how to lead generate. And one great thing about our site is, with me being one of the top real estate agents, not just in the country but on the planet, I'm out there generating a lot of leads. For my team to close 500 plus deals a year like we do, I've got to go out there and generate a lot of leads. And I've just learned what it takes to be uber effective to go out there and lead generate. So a couple things that we allow. We allow you to adjust your different opt-ins. So like I showed you on my website, if you can remember here, I'll just show you another quick picture of this. So if somebody clicks on this property, says, oh, hey, this is a nice property, let me check this out. Right? Boom. They're asked to register. Hey, here's what you want. Here's the photos. Here's all the information. Here's the mortgage payment amount. Like, here's everything that you want. And in order to do this, you need to register. And they can also register with Facebook. We make it really easy for them to register with their information here, so that way they become a lead, right? So now I can get them on my drip systems, I can start following up with them, and doing everything I possibly can to convert them into a lead. So you can switch this to property viewed if you say, hey, I want to let them view 2 properties before I ask them to opt in. Or maybe you're like, hey, I want them to be able to click 3 times, right? So we give you the ability to change those. We also give you the ability to change what's on the forced registration box. Like right now, what I have found by far to be the most effective is it sounds kind of weird, but not asking for a first name. If I ask for an email and a phone number, I actually get better opt-in conversions, and I get a ton of phone numbers, right? Where compared to if I just ask for a name and email, or a name and email and a phone number optional, I get less, right? But we allow you the ability to change different things, change all the wording, like you can customize this however you want. Now, when we deliver the site to you, though, we are going to deliver it to you with our default settings, which is of what we have found to be most effective. So you don't have to worry about all this stuff, but we give you also the ability to go out there and change it if you choose to, if you want to test different things, right? I'm a big believer in being able to test different things inside our businesses, so we give you that ability to be able to do that as well. Retargeting. So somebody clicks on your website, but they choose to not opt in as a lead and they bounce from your website. That happens, right? So if you want to retarget them, you can give them access for so long. So maybe I want to let them play on my website for 60 minutes before I go out there and retry to get them to opt in. Now, this is something that's very critical here. This Facebook Pixel ID, what this is called a conversion marketing pixel, conversion lead pixel, if you will. Inside Facebook, Facebook is really the juggernaut today that exists out there for real estate lead generation when it comes to online. Nothing else comes close today when it comes to online lead generation. What this pixel allows us to do, and we teach you guys how to do this, we teach you exactly step by step how to generate massive amounts of free Facebook leads. We teach you how to do become a world-class Facebook paid marketer, and how to go out there and do all of this stuff, right? And use all these features. So this allows me to go out there and break down and know exactly who is opting into my leads, right? So I can sit there and say, for example, okay, hey, on this ad, women between the ages of 35 and 44 on their mobile device are where I'm getting my best cost per lead. So then I can just hone in and get ultra targeted on just those people. So this becomes massive because it allows you to use special demographic tools where we can just cut out the waste. We just eliminate the waste and we make sure that we are coaching and teaching you and give you the ability to just go out there and allocate your lead generation money to what is getting you results. And that's how you go out there and run a massive ROI inside your business, right? It's about making money, of course, to stay in business, right? But we also need to save as much money, put as much money in our pocket, and be able to track an ROI. So this allows us to see exactly what our cost per lead is. We know how many leads to equate to a transaction. So then we know what our cost per acquisition is, right? Our cost per closed client, if you will. And we also know who to go out there and target to be most effective and efficient. So this becomes extremely powerful. And again, I don't want you guys to stress about this stuff. We set this stuff up for you. We get you rock and rolling. We have so much training on this, and every single month we have hours of new live training, because that's the thing too, is social media is changing so fast. The online world changes so fast. And one of the cool things about me also being a top real estate agent in the state, or not just state, in the country, you guys, and utilizing the site, is I'm teaching you exactly what I'm doing that's getting results, right? So it forces me. I'm playing in my own sandbox. So none of this is theory. All of this is, hey guys, here's what's truly working and getting massive results. So you can go in here, adjust your menu button, so you can adjust different things that are on your menu. You can come in here and adjust your sell page. So if you want to change out the photo for this is your free market valuation page, right? We can go take care of your blogs, add your blogs, embed videos, your testimonial pages, adding your community pages, about pages. So if you have a team, you want to talk about your team, or if you want to talk more in depth about you and the service that you bring to your clients, have pictures embedded of your family, whatever that may be, we allow all those features right here on the site here. And then I showed you guys as well already the help screen here. So now let's talk about, okay, so you've got all this set up, and again, we give you the ability to edit this stuff. Actually, I forgot to show you one thing here that's really critical and important. We also have here, you can have partner pages like I showed you guys with adding if you want lenders, all of that stuff. But this is really cool here. The supplemental listings, in addition to your blogs and other landing pages, which you can essentially have infinite amounts of blogs and landing pages and different ways to go out there and lead generate and create, again, more organic traffic and SEO to your site. But supplemental properties, this is really powerful. So like, for example, one thing that I do heavily is I do open houses on for sale by owners. So if I want to go out there and market this for sale by owner that's not listed on the MLS, I can go out in here and create a supplemental listing on this. And with that, I can add in all the information on the property. I can put in infinite amount of photos, or let's say I have something that's coming to the market, coming soon, or maybe it's a flip and it's not quite ready, it's on the MLS, but I'm pre-marketing it. Whatever that looks like, this allows you to go out there and pre-market properties, so then you can create your own landing page just like this one here, even though it's not in the marketplace. So they land on there, they click one click, and then boom, they're forced to register. So that supplemental page is extremely powerful, because most sites only link with the IDX, meaning that you're never going to see them on your website till they get listed on the live marketplace, and this allows you to do some things around that, which becomes, again, very, very powerful. So again, you guys, I talked to you guys about training. So we have training twice a month, every other Tuesday, live training that takes place. It's usually, I don't know, anywhere from 1 to 2 hours. I block off 2 hours each session for it. So I always have 2 hours blocked off. It doesn't always go that long, but we have in-depth hardcore training where I'm building out all my live ads for you guys. You get to see everything that I do. I just show you, so you can just copy it, steal it, take it. Of course, make myself available for that Q&A, the live Q&A on your websites, anything that you guys possibly need there. What's really cool too is we have our own private secret Facebook mastermind group. So this is strictly for paying Perfect Storm clients only. Well, we're able to come in here and mastermind. Hey guys, here's what's working. Here's what's working. Here's what's not working. Do you have any suggestions on this? You know, whatever it may be. And you have access to me daily in here. You have access to my developers in here, our developers with Perfect Storm. So it's a really powerful way to go out here and mastermind every single day. To find out what's working for other agents all throughout the country, how they're having success with the system, all of that stuff. So you got, okay, like this gentleman here, he generated 20 leads just the other day, right? And he's sharing his successes there. And again, we're just always swapping. Hey guys, I'm running this ad. I'm not getting the results that I want. Here's a picture of the ad. You know, what are your thoughts, right? So it becomes a really powerful way to go out there and, again, mastermind and learn and grow. So what we found, you know, is we cannot just provide you guys websites, right? Like, websites are great. We need websites, but if we don't teach you how to be extremely effective with this website, if we don't teach you how to go out there and generate a massive ROI, hey, if I'm paying X amount for my website, like, I want to be 10X in that every single month in my return. So we go deep in the amount of access that you have directly to us, to all the training, because we want to make sure not only do we have a nice website that works for you, but we want to make sure you know exactly how to use it and use it as an effective lead generation tool inside your business. Now, if you have just the front end portion of the website only, so again, this would be, hey, I want the front end of the website, which is really option one that we have, and you have your own database. What we will do is we will set up where your leads are automatically ported into your database, and then the tasks and the drips and all that stuff picks up from there. But there is some intel that you're going to get on every single lead that comes in still in the Perfect Storm site, in addition to what you'll see inside your database if you're just doing the front end site. And then I'll show you here in a moment what the back end of the CRM looks like. So every single lead, you get an idea of, you know, what they've been looking at on your website. So this person's been looking at 3-bed, 2-bath on average. $275,000 has been average purchase price. You can see all the properties that they viewed on the site there. So let me just show you a couple screenshots here. Here you're able to see just an overall lead table, if you will, all the names of your leads, emails, phone numbers that you're able to just kind of track and get an idea of there. And this is in addition to what's going in your database. And then you can always see what your conversion rates are, how many visits to your website, to how many leads that you've got. So you got some okay intel in addition to what's going to automatically be ported into the back end of your personal database. Okay, so then now, if you are going to do our option 2, which is our complete package, which is our front end website plus our back end CRM. Now I want to show you what that looks like. I want to show you what the database looks like, the dashboard looks like, what you can expect, all of this stuff, right? So here's when you first log in, here is your overall dashboard, right? So this will always let you know, hey, here's how many visits you got today, here's how many leads that you've gotten today, over here's your funnel. So this is showing right here, hey, you got 1,068 leads in your system right now. of those, you've had 14 closings with those, right? So you got 14 closings that are in here. You got 12 other, and then 1,068 leads. So what's going to happen with this year over year is this starts to paint you a picture. This starts to paint you a story, because you always be able to do a year over year comparison. So you might find that, hey, for every 2,000 leads I have in my system, that equates to, I don't know, 20 closings, let's just say, or whatever it may be. And you're able to see what this intel looks like. And hey, I'm ahead of where I was at last year. I'm behind where I was at. This funnel here will always tell you a story. So then when we log in, this is your dashboard when you first log in. So you can always then come here and see all your tasks that are due here in the near future. Here's your calendar with what these tasks are. So in these tasks, what's really cool about these tasks, how we've set this up, is I personally custom wrote every single drip, every single task, every single script. I've personally written them, so they work for all over the United States, all over Canada. They're not state specific, but they're extremely effective, you guys. So this is a plug and play system. You literally just jump in. We've eliminated the guesswork. You just do what the system instructs you to do, and you're going to have massive success with the system. So like, for example, here, let's say this task comes up, because these are all the tasks that were due Tuesday the 27th, right, for this user's contact, or this user's system. So if I were to click here on this lead, this says exactly, hey, you're going to call this person. So this is a call, voicemail, video text. So I'm going to call. If they don't answer, I'm going to leave them a voicemail. Then I'm going to shoot them a video text. So here's the exact script. Hey, if they answer, here's your script. If they don't answer, here's your voicemail. And then you're going to follow up with this video text message if you choose to do that. So we eliminate all the guesswork from that. And you can also do these right from here as well. So you can come right here. You can email them from right here. You can edit the task from right here. You can see what the description is. Same thing. Hey, you need shoot a text video to this person. Here's exactly what you're going to say. You can update the task, complete the task, delete the task, all that stuff right here from this page. So you can see all your tasks, you can see all your appointments, you can add tasks, all from here. So this right here is really cool too, you guys. So this is all-time visits versus leads. So like you'll see today, like this is a horrible day. 91 visits for 2 leads. But today I'm creating this on New Year's Eve, this video, right? So holidays are always pretty poor. So you can see, like yesterday, for example, we had just a little bit more visits, but we had 11 leads that came in from that. The day before that, we had 183 visits at 18 leads, which is a 10% conversion ratio, which is, easily double, if not triple, what almost all other websites are going to run out there. So what's really cool about this is you can start seeing what days of the week that you get your best conversions, and when you don't. Like for example, I can see here, if I break this down, like you'll see here, I'm running 10%, 10%, 10%, roughly 10%, and then boom, on Christmas Day, right? Here Christmas Eve, we are at 1 lead for 90 visits. So you can see when the holidays hit, we get less traction. We can start to see this starts to paint a little bit of a picture and a little bit of a story for us of what this looks like. Then down here, this is what we show you the most recent activity. So like for example, this person right here has taken 184 actions on my website at this point, and they were just on 4 hours ago. So this is a person that I'd want to reach out to and call to immediately. That's going to be a hot lead from there. So this is your dashboard. Over here is your menu bar, right? So we've got where you can access your dashboard, your lead table here. This is all your drip plans, different templates. If you want to upload scripts for your team, all the website settings that I showed you, which are identical whether you have the front end or back end. The website settings here, and your help training desk here is the same. This is what differentiates when you do the CRM, is having all this data and all this intel on your leads. So let's then from here go into what our leads look like, and then I'm going to walk you through our drip plans and our follow-up plans and what all that fun stuff looks like. So when I click over here, this is where I'm going to see all my leads. And I'm a huge believer, you guys, and this is one thing that Perfect Storm, we're just adamant about, is keeping everything as simplistic as possible, making it where it's uncomplicated, simplistic to follow, but extremely effective. We want to be effective, we want to be efficient, we want to eliminate the guesswork and make this where anybody can jump right in, follow the system. If you want to hire an assistant to do all this stuff, you can hire a brand new assistant and very quickly have them trained to do all this stuff for you. So with all of everybody in our system, what we've organized and done, this is just how I've ran my real estate team, over the last decade with my 5,000 plus home sales, and it's just always worked really brilliantly, is we break this down into types and categories, right? So this first one here is your types. So we only have a few different types that exist out there. So everybody's going to fall under a type and a category, which then will decide what your follow-up protocol is going to be. Because as you know, being in sales, being in real estate, the fortune is in the follow-up, right? So everybody's going to fall under one type and then one category. So you got buyer, seller, buyer and seller. So either they're buying a house from you, they're selling a house from you, they're going to buy something and sell with you, or they're another. Like other is, hey, if they don't meet one of these, they're another. So we just want to keep it very basic. So everybody's going to fall under one of these types. Then our categories are going to be, okay, is this person a lead? Are they a client? Are they a past client? Are they under contract, pending, or other, right? And then I'll show you here in a minute, we have infinite amounts of tags that you can do and different customizations you can do. So if you like to do things like, hey, under leads, A, B, C, or hot, warm, cold, things like that, we give you that ability to be able to go out there and really customize this however you want to customize it. But we want to have this set up where, again, it's just simplistic. We eliminate the guesswork. It's just a plug and play platform for you. So then from here, and there's other things that you can do here. I mean, we can adjust this and adjust these different bars that show up here. So like if you want to see what your lender is seeing here. So if we want to create some filters here and be able to add your lender on here. So let's just say we want to add lender and see who the buyer's agent is. Okay, so now here we can sit there and say, okay, we can see who, we can add this, we could see if you want to see what listing agent on your team, buyer's agent on your team, lender, all this different stuff. Now I don't like to do all of that. I want to keep these filters pretty basic. So I like to keep this stuff off of there because I don't like to be too crowded, right? So this is really what I want to see when I first log in here. This is how we turn it over to you, but you have the ability to go out there and adjust this however you would like to here. So right now I can see when they registered, last on the website. I can sit there and see everything that's taken place with them, right? So I can sit there and see their name, if they have a name. Some of them come in that don't have a name. What their type is, what the category is, when they registered. I can see the last touch that's happened, and we've color coordinated all of this as well. So there you can start to see a flow here. So this little orange here that says, okay, the last touch was about 5 hours ago. Well, orange is SMS text messages, red's phone calls, blue's their email. So as you're scrolling down here, you can start to see, was it red, was it orange? So you can sit there and see what that last touch was. Right here from the site, you can literally just come in here. I can log a call from the site. I can email them from the site. If it's grayed out like this, like you can see how this one's grayed out and I can't click on it, that means they unsubscribed from that email, which happens, right? So let me go to a lead that we've been working a little bit. So, okay, so this person's got 2 emails here. They've got 1 phone call, 0 text messages at this point. So if I click into their table here, so this is when I actually go into this lead, what I start seeing. So right from here, I can email right from here from the site. I can SMS text them, so I can shoot them a text message. We provide you a local phone number that you can text right from your computer from. It's not a short code, it's actually a local number. You can log a call, you can add your notes. If they registered from your website, and have been doing home searches from that website, you'll be able to see what their average price point, and I'll show you an example that this person obviously didn't, so that's why you're not seeing some of this this data, this intel there. Now we can sit here and see, we know that this person's a lead, but let's say you're talking to them, now you met with them for a buyer consultation, now they become a client. Boom, just click client, right? They just closed escrow, or do they want to go into pending? The past client, I'll show you here in a moment how you can set these up where this would automatically auto-pause the drips, but we want to make it where you can update everything from one site. So let's just say, for example, this person became a client. I could click on the client, then I could come right down here and I could pause the drip plan. So just bam, happens instantaneously because the drips exist for me to turn them into a client. So once that happens, I'm able to do this all from one fluent screen. Then right here, we wanted a table, so you can sit there and see what each one is. So emails, notes, whatever communications happening, or calls. If you're like, hey, I just want to see all the emails that I've ever sent out. Right? You can uncheck those, so it's just the emails, and you can see all the emails that have ever been sent out to the person. One really cool thing about it, our CRM and our front site combo, is because we have a built-in IDX to our website, right? Meaning that it allows people to go out there and search MLS homes and see what realtors see out there, is you do not have to go into your MLS system and build out a custom home search for your clients. You're able to do it right here inside the system and always see what they're seeing. So you can see it there and see, hey, this lead is on these property alerts. So we can anytime just click on this. You can create your different properties, your custom home searches. I can click on this and see all their current results that they've been sent and what they're looking at right now. So I know what that is. So if they're calling me up saying, hey, you sent me that property, I think it was like $350,000. God, I can't remember the address, but it was kind of like a orangey brown, and it looked like it had like a stairway leading up to it. Okay, I can come here and figure that out pretty quickly of what that stuff looks like, right? So we're able to see that, utilize that. The drip plans are all right here. You can add drip plans here to it, change them, pause them. So if this person becomes a client, I want to pause this, boom, I would just hit pause. And then maybe they fell out of escrow, or they went AWOL on me, and I want to continue following up with them, boom, I just hit reactivate, and we're rocking and rolling. So all this is happening from one area. So here you can add infinite tags. So like this is what I was saying, if you want to add like hot, warm, cold, or if you have specialty things in your area like golf course properties or whatever it may be, you can add infinite tags. And then when you're looking up your leads here, you can then come through here and search those on your filters, right? So you can search all those right from your filters, right from there. Let me try to find a lead that's a little bit older in our system. That has some good stuff going on here. Let's see. Okay, so this person here, we've got a lot going on, right? So this person has, I don't know what that showed, but we've got alerts going on. You can see here in the drip plan, on the drip plan, they've had 19 of 53 drip emails that have been sent out. Our lead follow-up tasking plan, which I'll show you here in a minute, 7 of 12 steps. So you can always see what's going on. We can see our tasks that are done, our tasks are set up. You can create a new task right from here. So if I'm like, hey, I got an appointment I just set with this person on the phone, I can come here, click appointment, put that on. It auto-populates with my dashboard calendar. That's right over here on the dashboard, and we'll put it right inside here with the appointments as well, so we're able to have that and utilize that and see that. Okay, so one other really critical thing too, you guys, is the ability to mass email. And again, this is something that we teach you guys very heavily, because we don't want you just to go out there and generate a lot of leads. Yeah, we want to go out there and generate a lot of leads, but if you can't convert your leads to appointments, it all becomes irrelevant. So we teach you guys exactly what to do, how to say it, when to say it. I even create the content for you. Every Monday, hey guys, here's what I recommend to send out every Monday. Holidays, here's what I'm sending my clientele, copy, paste, steal, whatever you want to do. So let's just say I want to go out there and send a mass email to all my clients. I can just hit mass email, hit all leads. So you saw on the dashboard, I think this system has 1,500 leads in there, right? This would automatically send a mass email to just those leads. Now, if I wanted to filter this, and let's just say hey, I only want to send emails to just my past clients. So, okay, so this is just my past clients. Now I can just come over here, select all of these, mass email, and it's only going to send that mass email to my past clients. Maybe I'm doing a past client appreciation party, or whatever that may look like. It gives you the ability to go out there and do that. So I'm going to actually change these because I don't want to screw him up. Okay. So we can mass email right from there, just trying to see and make sure that I'm not missing anything here. Let me see. Okay, so like for example, here is a lead that came in on the site. So this person right now is looking at an average sales price of 1.5 million, 6 bed, 5 bath, and they're looking in Chandler, Arizona. Right, so again, we're able to see what the intel is. We need to come here, still separate property search. This lead just came in on New Year's Eve here, so they've got 2 of the 53 action steps that have taken place on our drip plan. So it just gives you an idea of what the lead table looks like, the ability to sort, all of that fun stuff. Now, another area that we really differentiate ourselves from everybody else is the drip protocols and the plans that we have in place. Again, I personally wrote every single one of these for you guys. These are what I utilize in my business. I get massive results with. And I've created multiple different types of plans. So when you first get your site here, this is going to be blank. And then what you're going to do is you're going to click these global plans right here, this global plan button, and you're going to pick the plans that you want. And of course, we walk you through, hey, here's the plan, here's what each plan does, so you know what these are. Now I'm going to walk you through quickly with these. So what I've done is I've created, for most of these, I've created 2 different style of plans. So you'll see this one that says third-party online buyer lead basic, third-party online buyer lead optimal. So what is a third-party lead? So this is for anybody or any company that you're buying leads from. Let's say you're buying Zillow leads and you're having those ported automatically in your CRM, because what this does is any lead that comes in automatically then gets put on that drip system that you want for that lead, right? So basic, so the third party is again Zillow, Realtor.com, Trulia, anybody that you're paying money for leads on their website that you're not generating through your own personal website is a third party lead. So basic, our basic plan is, hey, if maybe you're too busy, maybe you're just too afraid, your call reluctance is too severe, where you don't want to do the phone calls. Hey, I'm not going to do, I can't or won't do the initial phone calls. I can't or won't do the initial video text message or text messages. Well, this is the plan that you want to choose. Or maybe you're just on vacation, you're out of town, and you want to switch it over to this while you're gone because you know you won't be able to jump on those phone calls. Now, optimal, and this is what I do inside my business, optimal is, hey, I'm going to do the phone calls, I'm going to do the step-by-step follow-up protocol, and then this is the plan that you want to choose there. So we've got these, so for third-party online buyer leads, third-party online seller leads, with these, we have buyer lead tasking scripts, right? So the point, you guys, of phone calls and all your initial text message, everything that you're doing is to establish communication, so you know what your potential client's goals are, and then you can, from that point, establish what your follow-up protocol is going to be. So what we've done here is I've created, so you know exactly what I do in my business. If I'm talking to this buyer and I find out that they're like, well, we're probably about 18 months out from wanting to make a move. Okay, well, I'm going to then add this drip to their plan, which then this would give them, they would get a call every 6 months from me. This is in addition, though, to the email drips, the text drips that they're getting, the custom property alerts. This is in addition to all that, and I'll show you how to do this in a moment here. And then what happens here is every 6 months, this is automatically going to show up because this is a task dripping plan. This is automatically going to show up in your calendar, and when you get in the office, the system's just going to tell you, hey, you got to call this person. Here's why you got to call them. Here's exactly what you say. If you don't get them on the phone, here's the exact voicemail that you leave them. So we have this for 1 year out. We have this for, if they're like, hey, I'm 7 months out or 8 months out. So from 6 months to 1 year, where you're following up with them every 45 days. If they're under 6 months, where you're automatically following up with them in 30 days. Auto-populates calendar, tells you what to say, what voicemail to leave, all of that stuff. We got our buyer past client call tasking follow-up scripts. Our seller past client call tasking follow-up scripts that go out for over 20 years. You can see this. That goes over 241 months. Almost all of these drip plans, you guys, most of them, you're going to see go out for roughly about 3 years, about 1,000 days, right? So we want to follow up long term. Whoever stays in touch longer with their clients, our potential clients, fortune to follow up is the person that's going to be the most victorious. So again, it's just a set it and forget it system. Okay, so then down here we've got hey, we got buyer sign call follow up. So if you got a sign call, you couldn't get an appointment with them, boom, I'm going to put them on this drip. If I got this expired seller lead that I haven't been able to get on the phone with, I have not spoken to them, I'm going to put them on this drip plan if I have an email, right? Expired seller lead that I've spoken to that I couldn't get the appointment, or maybe I didn't win the appointment, I'm going to put them on this drip. For sale by owner, if I got a for sale by owner and I can't get an appointment, can't get a listing appointment with them, I'm going to put them on this drip. So these general buyer lead follow-up and general seller lead follow-up, I created what I call these like the kind of like worst case scenario drip plans. Like, hey, I'm pretty confident this person's a buyer. I want to put them on a drip. I want to stay in touch with them, but I really don't know what they want. I'm pretty confident buyer, but I'm not 100% sure. These are just kind of the worst case scenario, better than nothing plans. Okay, so open houses. So okay, I got open house buyer leads, again, optimal and basic. I got open house nosy neighbors. Hey, if I got a nosy neighbor that comes through, I want to stay in touch with nosy neighbors. Nosy neighbors own homes and eventually going to be sellers. Open house seller, if you obtain their address, how you follow up with them. So your perfect storm online buyer leads, perfect storm online seller leads. So these are your own self-generated leads from your website. And again, more tasking drips here with those. So let me just show you an example of our perfect storm online. So this is like if you're generating a Facebook ad or Facebook lead from your website. So the second that this lead comes in, this task is going to be tasked to you. So you're going to get notified immediately. The lead comes in, it gets put on the drip plan, and you're going to get this task. And you'll be alerted via email instantaneously. Hey, lead came in, you need to do these steps. So it tells you right here, hey, you need to go out there and complete these first 7 steps. And then here is the call script. You want to call them within 5 minutes. Here's exactly what you say. If you don't get them, here's the exact voicemail that you leave them, followed by the video text. Then all of a sudden, boom, 2 days after that initial call and email and autoresponders go out, 2 days later, this email goes out. And then 1 hour after that email goes out, you're going to get tasked with this phone call and voicemail script. And then 3 days after that task goes out, the client's going to get this email. And then 1 hour after that, you're going to send this text message. And then 3 days after that, and it just continues going on. So one thing, and this is something that's so critical because we know now that the consumer, emails are still effective. We don't want to not email, but we also know that 98% of consumers today open and read their text messages. So our drip plans are set up where we have text drip plans involved, so they're automatically receiving text messages. We're not even having to, like if you do the basic plan, the texts are just going out, right? The optimal plan is the first couple weeks you're actually doing some phone calls, doing some video texts, and then the system just takes over with its own text messages. But we have it where all these emails and text messages and tasking scripts are just taking place and happening. So then if you wanted to come in here and build out your own drip plan, so okay, I'm going to come in here and just create new. Let me just say I'm going to title this test plan, whatever. Okay, this is going to target, let's say, buyers. I can do source or category. So like, let's say, okay, this is going to be buyers, and this is going to be Trulia. Right? Now you can auto pause it here. So like if they respond to a text message, you want the drips to auto pause, or maybe and I personally uncheck all of these. I don't ever want it to auto pause until I personally choose to shut it off. But if you want them from when they go from change their category from like lead to client, where these automatically pause, you can set that up right there and do that. So we're going to save the plan. And then now we just start adding it. So, okay, first step, let's just say I want to add, first step is I want to have a task, right? So I'm going to set this up for 0 hours, call 1, test. And then I'm going to have, you can send yourself a text reminder or an email reminder if you want. So I've got that set up. Next step is maybe I want the system to send out email. So 1 day after they're logged in, I want to send out this test email. So this is how simple this stuff is to go out there and set up. Okay, then maybe the 1 day after that, I want this text going out. Test, did you get my email? Blah, blah. And again, you guys, we've set these up. We don't have to recreate the wheel. I mean, we have all the drip plans that you just already saw in there from expireds, FSBOs, open houses, sign calls, online leads. I mean, really any kind of a lead source that you can think of, we have set up inside there for you. Now, I'm going to come out here and I'm going to actually edit this plan and delete this plan, because I don't want this plan being in there because this is a test plan. So another thing that we have set up in here, and how I have my lead set up is under my settings. You'll come in here. So you might be saying, well, who's this like Armando guy? So Armando is my inside sales agent on my team, right? So this is actually his system that he operates out of for just that department. So this is all your information. So this is where we're going to come in here and put if you have a banner, a certain signature that you want, all that kind of stuff. And we have autoresponders. So we have autoresponder emails, autoresponder text messages. So when a lead comes in, let's say it's a seller lead. The seller lead is going to automatically get this text autoresponder instantaneously the second they register. They're then going to get this instantaneous email that goes out. Then they're going to automatically then be put on our drip plan, and then we're going to automatically get tasked, and then they're going to automatically start receiving those drips from there. And then of course we're going to pull our CMA and give them all of that. So this is all happening in addition to all that. So if a brand new buyer lead comes in, boom, they're going to get this email instantaneously. They get this text message instantaneously. I'm going to get tasked to call them within 5 minutes of receipt. They're going to be put on the drip system instantaneously. And then all I need to do is come into that lead and then set up the custom home property search. So I would just come in here, set up create the custom property search, and where you can property type, you can put in all your different search criteria, frequency, all of that. Now let's say we're talking to this lead, we get them on the phone, and they're like, hey, I'm a year out from selling, or I'm 7 months out from selling, or 7 months out from buying. Okay, I could just go to add task plan here. I could come right here to, buyer lead call tasking from 6 months to 1 year. I'm going to add that, and then boom, it's done. Like you can have multiple drips. Yeah, right? It's not just set for one drip. So you can have as many drip plans as you want one client to be under with this. So now this is going to automatically start tasking me every 45 days to reach out to this person. In addition to their drips, in addition to their alerts, in addition to everything else that's happening, I'm also going to pick up the phone and call them for a check-in. And then when I call them again, we've pre-written all the scripts for you. And if they don't answer, here's your voicemails. All this is automatically done. Now I'm going to cancel this, because I don't, obviously that's, I don't want to, these are actually live leads, so I don't want to screw that up. Okay, so then we're back in the lead profile here with this. So if we want to come into here, edit the lead, you can come in here and add more, I don't know, maybe they gave you a bad phone number and you want to turn that off so they're not receiving those SMS text messages. You can edit if you find out what their social media links are, all this different stuff in here, right? You can also come into here and add different things, like maybe find out what their birth date is, their anniversary date is, maybe find out their spouse's information, their kids' information. If they're a past client, you want to have their home anniversary in there instead of a task for yourself, so you remember to call them on that. So we have all that information there with that. Lender. So if you want your lender to be assigned leads and working leads in your system, this is where you just click that. You can assign a lender to that lead. Now the lender's view is very nominal. I mean, they're not going to see everything that you see, and they're not going to have, or I shouldn't say that. They're going to see what you see, but they're not going to be able to update all this different stuff in here. So a lender's going to be able to see the basic information. They're going to be able to see all these notes, but all a lender can do, you guys, is add a note, so you can always see what they're doing, and then task themselves. Like they don't have the ability to change a lead or delete a lead or any of that. So it's really just kind of a view only screen that allows them to help you get into your business and work effectively with that. Now let's say you have a team and you want to go out there and start rotating inside your team, right? Or lead generate inside your you're lead generating and you want to lead route inside your team. So we've got this set up here where we've got buyer lead rotation, seller lead rotation. Here's where you can see all your team users and you can actually jump into their accounts and inspect what you expect and all of that. We've set these up differently just because a lot of team leaders, they want all the seller leads going to them and then they disperse the buyer leads to their agents. So we differentiate them, separate them just in case you want to do that. So let's say we come in here to the buyer lead rotation. You can turn people off, you can turn them on. So like in here we have 2 agents in here. All my leads go to my ISA here through our Perfect Storm site, so we don't have agents that are on here. But like for example, when I used to, before I had an ISA and I used to give leads directly to my agents, I had different stipulations, like if you missed a weekly team meeting, you got shut off leads for a week. Or maybe they're not following up with their leads, so you can tell that they're too busy, you can just shut them off right here. Just bam, click that button, they can't receive leads. Now here, leads per rotation, what this is this is a weight, if you will. So maybe you as the team leader, you're like, hey, I just hired this agent. They're new. I don't want to overwhelm them. I'm getting 100 leads a month, and I really don't want them to get more than 25, let's say. Okay, well then you could set this up where, hey, I'm going to get 3 leads to every one that they get, or 4 leads. So I'll get 4 leads, then they get the 5th lead. Then I'll get 4 leads, then they get the next one. Then I get, right? So you can set this up, or you can, if you just had 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, that would just be straight round robin. Right? So we give you the ability to go out there and adapt that. So, and again, for buyers, for sellers, all of that stuff right there is from that screen there. Let's see here. Make sure I'm not forgetting any important stuff. There's a lot of different things here that the system does, you guys. I'm just trying to show you what I feel is the most important for you to know that's going to have a big impact on your business, right? And again, we just want to keep everything simplistic, as effective, efficient as we possibly can with this. So here we've got different templates that you can come in and get and build out inside your team. So this makes it like if you're emailing and you just want to pick a template instead of having to retype it all the time, you can do different things like that. If you have different scripts inside your team that you want to have in here for people to be using, you can upload all these different scripts in here. Again, from here, this is where you would come and access all your website settings, which we already showed you, and then support. So this is all your training videos. Hey, what drip videos do I do on what? What's my website settings? Hey, what does Josh do again with all these Facebook ads? And how do I set these Facebook ads? And how do I do paid ads? How do I use Power Editor? All this different stuff. Like, where do I go for this? Support tickets right here. You just create a support ticket. And like I said, our customer support is on it. We jump on this stuff because we want to make sure this is a brilliant experience for you guys. So we have a centralized place here for that. In addition to that, like I showed you earlier, we have our Perfect Storm Facebook group where you have access to us in here as well, because again, we just want to make sure that we create this the best experience that we possibly can for you, and we know that all starts with customer experience and customer support. So anyway, you guys, I know that this has been a long, in-depth demo, but I just wanted to make it longer and in-depth to answer any questions that you may have, really truly show you the features, the ins and outs, so you know what to expect, how this is so effective, why it's so effective, why not just myself, but all of our clients that are using are just out there getting massive results from our CRM and our websites out there. So if you have any questions, reach out anytime. To us. There's a contact us below page if you have additional questions for us, or our sales team can reach out right away. We're not pushy sales guys by any means. We're literally just here to answer your questions. If we're a fit for you, great. If not, that's okay too. But thank you guys for being here watching this video, and really looking forward to learning, growing, and succeeding together and having you as a client. We'll talk to you soon.